All right, everyone, and welcome to Prop 5 on the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube network. My name is Eric Wiedeke. You can follow me on Twitter @/X @Eric Wiedeke. I'm joined here by Cesar from Big Picks Energy. You can follow them at Big Picks Energy. Make sure to follow all the stuff that they do over there for the best picks, and make sure to use promo code 5 on your prize picks. With your first lineup of $5 or more, you get $50 in bonus funds. That's going to be promo code FIVE. So no Ethan tonight. It's going to be you and me running this thing solo. How you doing, Caesar?
I'm feeling good, bro. Feeling good. No Ethan, but I think you and me can still make it happen today for the
Oh,
public at
we're
large
definitely
and
making
give
it
them some
happen,
good picks.
and we're gonna prove him wrong with the internet issues. We're gonna show him it's all him.
Gonna beat the
Um,
allegations.
that's right. That's right. So a lot of really good games tonight. I'm just gonna roll with it. We've got Pacers, Bucks, Magic, Celtics, Lakers, Timberwolves, and then we're also going to preview a little bit of the Heat tomorrow. So I do just want to get into some of the picks for tonight. Give me one tonight that you feel really good about.
Okay, my favorite pick for tonight right now is Kristaps Porzingis under 20.5 points. That's the number right now on Prize Picks. Now check this out. Here's the reasoning. Kristaps Porzingis with or without Tatum is a huge difference. All right. We were discussing this before the show. It seems like Tatum is in the lineup. So I think Porzingis is going to go back to what he is with Tatum is in the lineup, which is that he doesn't score. Okay, he's only hit more than 20 in 3 games out of his last 10 with Tatum on the court. Now, without Tatum on the court, that's when he thrives. I don't know if they're expecting Tatum to have a limited role or something because this line it seems way too high for me. The line opened at 19.5 and Price Picks has it at 20.5. I'm slamming that under.
Yeah, I was actually just going to show you here. It does look like the line just went back down to 19.5 here for Kristaps today.
Oh man, we were too slow. We were too slow. Well, I'd keep an eye on that line then, because if it goes back to 20, I mean, you never know. People may bet it up now. I don't know what the books know. Maybe Tatum, they heard that he's going to be in a limited role. If it's 20.5, I'll take the under. But I guess that just got bumped.
No, absolutely. And then, so I'm also going to go with my first pick of the night. I'm going to stay in the same game. I'm actually going to go with points plus assists, and I'm going to go with Drew Holiday. I'm going to take his over on points and assists at about 13.5 tonight. This is a number that he series against Orlando to this point. And he's averaged between the playoffs this year and the playoffs last year with Boston something around 16 points plus assists a night. So I think this is one that goes over pretty easily for Drew. Um, and then staying with tonight, Cesar, your second pick?
My second pick is going to be a former Hero, not Hero, but a former Heat player, Thomas Bryant. Points, rebounds, assists over 5.5. Let's hope that line hasn't gotten bumped from when I did my research. Thomas Bryant, yeah, points. This is low hanging fruit. Points, rebounds, assists. This is a matter of if
Thomas
he's going to get the
Bryant,
minutes.
points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, just he needs to get the 6 total. This should be easy for him. Okay, first game he had 7. The 2 games before they had 13 and 10. Last game he only had 2, but it's such a low number. He's hit in the season. He's hit 70%. All right, so Thomas Bryant over 5.5 points, rebounds, assists for the Indiana Pacers.
All right, so I'm actually going to double dip in this game because the 2 picks that I actually feel best about tonight are both in this game, and they're both on the Pacers side. My first one is actually going to be Obi Toppin, and that's going to be over 1.5 2-pointers made. This is a number that he's hit in 7 out of 10 straight games,
Okay.
and he's just such a menace in transition. He might get both of these on dunks just out in the open court.
Yeah, and at home.
Exactly. Yeah. So I really like Obi Toppin tonight. And then the other one is I'm going to go back to points and assists, and I'm going to go with Andrew Nemhard.
Okay. What's the line?
Averaging about 15. And in tonight's game, I think his number is something like 14.5 points and assists. Where is he? 15.5.
Okay. And just to hit you with some
22.
backup, just to hit you with like 22
Yeah.
and 23 in both games this series, and now he's going home. I like that pick a lot.
Yep. And then we can't talk about Prize Picks without talking a little bit about the Heat tomorrow, Game 3 at home at the Kaseya Center, 1 p.m. against the Cleveland Cavaliers. You had a couple picks for this one.
Okay, I have 2 picks. I have one for each team. One of them is kind of dicey, so proceed with caution, and the other one I really like. So both of them are based on line value, right? But this means that you could get the best line on Price Picks for this one. So both are points, rebounds, assists. Donovan Mitchell, his line is 35.5 everywhere else. Price Picks 36.5. That means we're taking the under. And Tyler Hero is the opposite. His line is 34.5 everywhere else, but you could get it. His line is 36.5 everywhere else. You can get it 35.5 on Price Picks. That means I'm taking the over. Okay. Now, in the case of Donovan Mitchell, it's kind of dicey to take the under because he's hit a lot in his last 10 games. He's hit the over. So I maybe I will stay away from that, but for sure, Hero over on points, rebounds, assists, given the line stays where it's at, which is 35.5. What do you think?
Wow. You back?
All right, I just got you back.
back?
I lost you for a second. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you were going Donovan Mitchell under 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists for the line value. I'm going to cut the screen sharing because I think that's what kills my bandwidth for these streams specifically right now. And then you had the second one. What was the second one you were looking at?
It was Tyler Hero over 35.5 point rebounds assists. Now the line is 36.5 everywhere else. All right, name the book. Pinnacle, MGM, Caesars, Underdog, everywhere else 36.5. Price Picks you get in at 35.5. That's a 1 point value. I'm taking the over.
Yeah, and I've also got two plays here on Prize Picks for tomorrow in Game 3 for Heat Cavs. My first one is going to be Max Strus over 2.5 3-pointers made. That's actually going to be a demon, but it's one that he's gone over 4 straight out of 5 games. And he's gone over in both of the first 2 games of the series. And he's also, this isn't a role player going on the road. This is a role player going back to an arena that he's very familiar with at the Kaseya Center. So I feel very good about Max Strus being able to keep up the hot shooting in this series. And then my second one is going to be Haywood Highsmith. I like his number at over 6.5 points. He's been a guy that since the play-in started, pretty much, he's been way overperforming that. I would even honestly play the demon up to 9.5 on Haywood right now because I think he's going to get heavy minutes after the way he's played game 1 and 2. But those are our picks for tonight and for tomorrow afternoon. Remember promo code 5. That's going to be promo code FIVE to play $5 to get $50 in bonus funds. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you with more Prize Picks Prop 5s upcoming. Make sure to follow Big Picks Energy at Big Picks Energy and keep on looking for what we do. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.